welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and we have another flower painting for today. I'm pretty sure this is a poppy. Yes, it is a poppy. I'm just confirming on the website, but I am working on the floral edition of the mini sets from Paint Gem. For this one, that is today's chosen painting, and we have a poppy which is quite a bit bigger than some of the others have been, so this might take a little bit longer. I'm using a Add More Zest tray in green. This was the limited edition for November 2021, and a pen that I was gifted by Anika. So it's similar to a normal pen, apart from the fact it has a diamond painting tip in the end, and it has lots and lots of little beads inside. So yeah, I'm using that. I have my diamonds. I might try and put some ABs in here. I'm actually thinking that the orange might be the nice part as an AB. Just bring a little bit of lightness in, and I do have 741, which is the colour, so that makes it even easier. But I like to look at what the image is on the Paint Gem website and have a look at the symbols, but there's quite a nice little scattering of that, so that's what I think I'm going to go for. But for now, I'm going to start on the green, and I think I'm going to start with the darker colour. So I'm going to start with D. So we do have a few greens in a green tray, but it's a good job that I can see them. So let me zoom you guys in, make sure I'm in the right position so that you can see the poppies. And let me pull up all the comments, etc. I'm on comments from the 2nd of June at the moment, so not too far behind yet, but I'm sure it'll get further behind as we go on. It often does on the waffles. But Liz says, she said, you must be on a roll today. She says she's finished her section. She finished her section well before I finished, so she moved on to some colouring while listening to you carry on waffling. Loving the June Waffle and the daily videos. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm really enjoying doing the daily waffle. Getting some paintings done. I love these mini paintings. Sometimes I find that they take over from other paintings that I might be doing, especially the likes of a large painting that I'm working on and stuff. So, because I get very focused on them, because I love doing them. But I have found, because I'm doing it as the June Waffle, and therefore I'm only doing one a day, I find that any other time I diamond paint, I pull out the big one. So it's working out quite well. Maybe that's what I'll do when I kit up some of the other sets I have. I will allow myself to do one of them and then move on to whatever other paintings that I'm working on. So I actually get a bit of both done if I have more time to do it. As I'm filming this video, I did have a little bit of time doing my large painting, but I've not had too much yet, but I'm definitely getting there. I think I might be able to carve out some more time later today. The cat lady said she completed a Randall Spangler painting last month, and she added ABs to the fairy and the fairy dust. She said it worked well. I'm really enjoying adding ABs to these. I think it's prompted me to sort of not forget my mini challenge to myself, and to add in some ABs on occasion where I can. So I'm quite happy that I have, you know, that you guys have prompted me and left comments to remind me to add some ABs. It's nice to have that little bit of sparkle in some of these paintings. It doesn't work on them all, and I don't necessarily have the colours to work on them all, but it is nice to add a few in where I can, and especially some of the diamonds that I have that are just leftovers from other paintings, so I don't have a huge quantity of all DMC numbers. I have some that I was sent from Diamond Art Studio UK. They were kind enough to send me a set of their ABs in square. And for those, I have quite a few, so I could even change those on, you know, a big 30 by 40 painting and know that I have enough. But for these small ones, only having a small amount is fine. It still works on the painting, which is great. Okay, I've got S next. Maybe it'll remind me to do them a bit sooner. Do them on more paintings. So we're on 905 now. The colour's getting a little bit more like the tray, but not quite. It's still very clear to see the diamonds that I'm working with, so that's good. Joe said, wow, the ABs you added made the image pop. She said she loved how it turned out. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the ABs have turned out so far. It can sometimes take me a little bit to work out where might be best in an ideal situation, but I am enjoying adding the ABs in a few different places just to give that extra little bit of sparkle. Lady Dax said she loves the addition of the ABs. She said, as she said in yesterday's comments, she changed her mind about what to do in the waffle. She did get 4 of the small 24 by 24 paintings done within about 6 days, and she said she's posted them in the group. She alternated between round and square ones. She also said she loves the pen that I used on the 2nd of June, which was a pen from Diamond Art Studio. She has that one too. It's a really nice pen. It's a coffee pen. It's what it is. It's a coffee pen, and coffee is always a good thing to me. Nancy said this is her first June waffle and she's loving it too. She's using her navy tray, and since her work in progress is a beach scene, she said all the blues look great in it. She says, thank you for all you do, Rebecca, and she's glad that I'm on the mend. Oh, you are more than welcome. I do thoroughly enjoy doing YouTube videos. There are sometimes I do need to be in the mood, in the right frame of mind for chatting a lot. But once I start filming, I do love doing it. And there are some days where I do a lot of filming throughout the day. Preparation for upcoming videos. I get the bug. I get the bug and just do lots. Colouring with Lou. She said, thanks for another great waffle. She said the ABs set off that painting beautifully. Which they definitely did. I really do like them. And I'm hoping that I've picked the right one for this one as well. But time will tell. It'll probably be the next colour that I do after these greens. And hopefully it'll look right doing the orange rather than doing some of the red. I think it will. I prefer ABs in small doses than big amounts. But if you guys have the same paintings and potentially have some ABs that you can add in as well, you can use how mine turn out to decide if you want to do it the same way, or maybe choose a different colour. So we have some paintings with ABs in but different colours depending on who's done it. Maybe you'll end up making me change which colour I've done because I like your choices better. Brianne, she says she likes to pick 2 colours of trays to use with her kits so that she has contrasting colours for any drill colour that she may have. So she picks out 2, and for example, if I pick something else with this green, say maybe a lighter colour, a pale yellow or something, she would put the green drills in the paler tray so that you can see them clearer. She said it helps her to see if there are any drills that have extra plastic around the edges or any little tabs. You can definitely see those clearer in a tray that's not the same. It is a bit harder to see it on these. Sometimes I don't see it until I start holding it over the painting because it can blend in a little bit. She says she hasn't got every colour of tray that I have done, but she has many of them. She said her hubby was very happy for the navy blue tray last month, while she's thrilled with the purple. She says she does agree with the comment about some pastel shades being a nice idea. She also likes the idea of some deep jewel tones that may be fun as we head towards fall. Burgundy and hunter green. I've been looking for a burgundy. I've not found a nice burgundy filament yet, but I have been keeping an eye out for burgundy. Green, we've done this one that I'm currently using, and it may be that we do another dark green at some point. We did this one with red in November 21 so that people could have them for Christmas. She says there's a rusty orange. Well, we've gone for bright orange this time. Friday's release is a bright orange. But she said so many choices, she says, that could be lovely. And there's different shades in some as well. Like there's definitely a lot of shades of blue. We've done quite a few different shades of blue. We actually still have one from our old supplier. We have one shade of blue that we've not yet done yet, but it's very close to all the others. So we'll do that one at some point, probably be in a few months. Yeah, we've got a few colours lined up for the next few months that we're happy with at the minute. Oh, we've definitely gone lighter in this green. She said, so here's hoping that your supplier sorts out shipping soon, or you find another suitable supplier. Yes, because there's quite a few more pastel colours or really nice colours that our main supplier did. So yeah, I do think I need to go hunting and find somebody else. It is on my to-do list, on my brain dump list. It is to go and have a big search. I think the only reason it's not sort of pushed up the priority list, because my list is quite long, is because we do have colours in for the next probably 2 to 3 months. We have colours already lined up to do that we already have in the house. So once they start going down and we don't have those to do, that's when I'll probably go hunting more so for a supplier that we can get some paler and more different colours from, and hopefully we'll find a nice filament to work with. That would be really good. That would be the goal. She says she also has and loves the coffee inspired pen from Diamond Art Studio UK. She says, can't wait to see what other pens you use as this month progresses. Well, at the minute, one of my to-do list items was also to ensure that I did update my pen box storage and put details of who the pens were from. There is a couple that I need to look somewhere else for. I had a sheet of paper that had a list of the descriptions of pens and gifts that I've been given and who they were from. And I know I had hold of it in a book, in an ARC notebook. It used the same style. Can I find that list? No, I can't. So I did make sure that I, confirmed and noted down some of the pen gifts that I've had from previous videos when I noted them in the description and when I said who they were from. So I think I've only got about 2 pens now that I need to confirm where or who they were from, because they may have been from a shop. I've done quite a few unboxings on pens, so there are a couple that may have come from shops, and there's definitely one that I know I was gifted. I'm going to have a look through my little cards and notes that people send me that I'm often sent when somebody does send me goodies, just to see if it's detailed in their note to confirm who a couple of the pens were off. But yeah, I did actually label pretty much all of my pens, so I'm working through all my kindly gifted pens at the moment, and I've started with Anika's because it was on the far left of my pen box, one of my drawers. So that's probably what you're going to see over the next few days. I also labelled all my trays as well with what month they were the limited edition, what month they were released in the shop. I also labelled all of them, which I'll show you in a tick, because if I turn it upside down now, I have a feeling this tray might spill all its diamonds. So let me pop the C's away. Not very glamorous at the moment, but I have just popped a label on the bottom. These are actually the DMC 54 labels, but I've just used blank ones. And I just labelled them. I plan on hopefully making them look a little bit nicer in the future, and maybe print them on the computer and do it that way. I could potentially do a Dymo label for it, but for now I just wanted to get it noted down. So I've just written them all out and stuck them down. But at least I have it detailed where things are from, so that I don't make any mistakes. Okay, all the green on my poppy is done, all the leaves. So I'm going to do my AB now. So they are currently all on my book ring, though they're not in any particular order. I did have them all pretty on my book ring by colour. They're not anymore. They're just thrown back on, because I was trying to make sure so that I could tidy up and get all orders packed. So let me tip out some of the 741. And this is all I've got of 741. So I'm hoping I have enough. We shall see. Because there's actually quite a few on here. And I'm not sure what painting these are left over from. But they're definitely ones that are left over from a painting, because I have so few. I do have some 742, so if I need them I could potentially use them, because when it's got an AB coating it's not quite as noticeable if the DMC shade is ever so slightly different, but I would prefer it if these would last and allow me to do them all. I'm not very good at visualising how many diamonds and if there's going to be enough. Oh, it's pretty though, very pretty. Joanne says, beautiful tray that I used on the 2nd of June and love all your videos and diamond paintings. Thank you so much, Joanne. I appreciate all of your comments and things that are left on videos greatly, ever so greatly. Amy, she said she's asked her other half about the Royal Mail strike, and she has said something about it's a while away and it's in relation to if the trains strike. Now, I have since found out further information about the Saturday potential strike, and the strike was in relation to some post office branches, and these are the places where we drop off the parcels. So it's more of, you know, a branch where you can go in and buy stamps or send your post off. It was those places that were striking, so it wasn't everywhere. We did get mail on Saturday, so there definitely has been work going on in the background, but we have held all orders. They're going to go directly to our sorting office. We're going to take them directly to the sorting office on Monday, and they can go out from there. We don't normally post on a Saturday. We only occasionally do. If we've not been able to, for example, on a Friday, we will nip on a Saturday. But our local post office, I think our local post office is one of the ones that was affected. And I would not want to go anywhere near our local sorting office on a Saturday, because that is when everybody tries to pick up any parcels that were missed. Okay, I've had enough. I've still got a few little ones here. I've also noticed that there's one diamond without an AB coating, and there is a couple of diamonds with damaged AB coating. So I'm going to take those out while I can see them and pop my ever so little amount of 741s back in there, because depending on how many ABs are needed, I may have chance to use them yet. Okay, let's move on to number 3, which is 3801. And let's get some red on this poppy. Oh, looks like I have a few diamonds stuck together in this little lot, where we've got 2 diamonds making it like a ball. So I'm just going to let those go to the side. And when it gets to the point that that's all I have, I'll deal with them later. That's a later problem. Susan, she says she's going away for a family reunion this weekend, and she's the driver, so she won't be doing any diamond painting till next week. Well, that sounds as good a reason as any, Susan. You know, life does happen. Things do need to continue. But hopefully you'll be able to join us when you're back next week and do a little bit of diamond painting each day. I'm sure you will have missed the hobby by the time it comes to next week. I'm sure you'll be ready to do some diamond painting, though maybe you'll need to recover from the drive home first, if you're the designated driver. Kathy says, hi there, Rebecca. She says, have you ever thought of or tried using floral putty? It looks like it would work well. She said, we need more of your tips and tricks. Yes, I need to do a few more of the tips and tricks video. A lot of the tips and tricks that I've got lined up to do are potentially ones that have been discussed in other videos. I'll just be doing them in a tip and trick so that they are, you know, easy to reference and easy to find. So if somebody watches all of my videos, then you may well have heard them before, or they might have been mentioned before. Even things like using washi tape to stick these smaller paintings to my easel is something that would go in a tip and trick as a quick reference for, you know, maybe a newbie or somebody that's looking to see if they can find a tip and trick to solve an issue they're facing. But yeah, I do need to get some more of the tips and tricks done and added in, because that's on my list to do a few more, even if I do just another batch of 10, and then collate some more ideas to do another batch. And then I've got some that I can only do when I come across a certain problem. Like the idea of these drills that are stuck together. I actually saved some drills from a previous painting just for doing a tip and trick on getting rid of those. And then there's some that need a bit more planning from me, which at the minute I haven't had time to do a lot of prep before videos. So yeah, there are quite a few that I need to either purchase something for the tip and trick specifically, or I need to do some prep work beforehand so that I can showcase the tip and trick fully. But I'm going to try and make those a bit more of a priority coming into the second half of the year. We'll see how it goes. There are many videos that I still need to do that I fully have. Oh, that one's got little air bubbles in it. Yeah, there's some videos that I need to catch up on that I don't need any forward prep, and I actually have all the things I need to do them. So they're my priority because they sort of clean my craft room as well. I have a few paintings that need dekitting, and all the pieces are sort of about in my craft room, and they keep getting moved, but they never fully go away until I've dekitted a painting. So I need to do those for the purposes of tidying up, if nothing else. And I need to do my logbook. I definitely need to do my logbook. It's too bad that I wasn't feeling well enough to get the logbook done at the end of May, ready before June Waffle, because it is something that I want to do the video of at the beginning of each month. I want to be up to date with my logbook, and the beginning of each month is the ideal time for that. So I did put a little bit of work on prepping that earlier on today, but I've still got more to do, and make sure that I can get that one out at the beginning of July, and then I can do one at the beginning of August, and I can be fully as up to date as I can be for them. But for now, June waffles are my main priority. But I've not tried floral putty either. I'm guessing that's similar to the museum putty. Some people have said that does work really, really well in diamond painting pens instead of wax. I mean, I'm using wax in this pen today because I have found that when you've had wax in a pen, it doesn't, I have noticed it doesn't take as well to a glue dot. It's like the coating of the wax that is still left in the pen tip can cause a problem with the glue dots. I've tipped some more diamonds in here because I'm not fighting with the ones that are stuck together. I would rather use up all the diamonds that aren't stuck together and then deal with them later on. So when they are the only ones that are left, that's when I'll deal with splitting them apart, which is a tip and trick I need to do, but I know some people do know of it already. And that is just to get a little plastic bottle, like a pill bottle type thing, just something small to put your diamonds in, along with a few coins, and give them a shake. And the coins knock them apart. But I've never actually had to do it myself before. I've not yet actually given it a go and seen how it works, because anytime I've had some that are stuck together, it's never been the whole lot, and I've never particularly needed the diamonds, or sometimes I just use my fingernails to break them apart. You can also, some people do also say it works if you sandwich two trays together, so like the little green boats that will sit inside each other. If you use those, you can sandwich them, and that will make them break apart. You can also get some like twisty, grindy little pots that are supposed to work, but I always think they're going to scratch the drills, and I don't want to be scratching any drills because I'll end up throwing away more than I'll end up using. Anne Connor, she says she's new to all of this. Yes, sorry. So because this pen tip as well isn't removable from this pen, I've just continued to use wax in it. That's what I meant to say before. I've just continued to use wax because a glue dot will have a problem. Right, let's get all of these